Here we go, James Cameron, Wild Man Beyond. The Mission. The Mission. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Okay.
What's...
Hold on a second.
Yeah. How's it going?
I'm good.
What you up to today?
Well, a cousin of mine just came over. She just dropped by to say hello to me and my mother. Yeah, he came by with a truck with a Harley Davidson. He's a Harley Davidson rider.
Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Gotta love the Harley.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking about getting one someday. So I'm also crazy about Corvettes. So I might maybe get one day. My dream car's always been a red Corvette.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully I get a Corvette and a Harley with it too.
We should review that movie, The Corvette. Corvette Summer.
Corvette Summer?
Yeah, with Mark Hamill, when he gets the Corvette and he pimps it out.
Oh.
I haven't seen that since I was little.
Any movie about Corvettes, I would definitely like to review sometime. Yeah, I finished a little bit of the. Last night I typed a little bit of the opening to the sequel to Certain Fury. I'm almost done. I'm almost to the last end of it.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Nice. I can't wait to read that. That's gonna be
really good, really good. And after that, I'm gonna maybe start writing the reunion scene.
Mhm. Oh yeah. Reunited.
I saw that.
Oh no, I was just singing. I was singing that Reunited song.
Reunited, it feels so good.
Oh boy. Well, this is perfect because today's theme is the buddy genre. So, you know, James Cameron's The Mission, the buddy, holds into the buddy genre also. So that it would have been a cool buddy movie, but unfortunately.
Yeah. When I read it, it was very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it worked better with him being just alone.
Yeah. I wanted to read it again this week. I just didn't have time. I think the first time I read it was about 11 years ago. I think when I was in night school, I read it. That's when I found it. And then, yeah, about 11 years ago. And the second time I read it was at Christmas time. Because I thought I'd be doing the review around Christmas time. But then, you know, I started throwing in all the prequel month stuff. And so things got all stretched out. So we're only getting to it now. But it's awesome because I get to have you on to talk about it. So it's really good. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, so that would have been like an amazing buddy movie. Like it's weird because I'm having like I can't really remember a lot of it like when it starts splitting off because I just read, you know, that whole Rambo 2 novelization, so it ties into it a lot. You know, so it's like at a certain point in there I kind of get lost a little bit, like I can't remember the other script. So, yeah. I know it starts off, we got like the Troutman arrives at like a veterans hospital, and it's all like there's like a lot of really cool like dolly shots and pan up from the ground shots and stuff of like Troutman and the doctors walking through the hospital, and they're going down all these different levels and through different doors and staircases, and they come across like one room and all the patients are watching like Days of Our Lives or Young and the Restless or something, and they're all like plastered at it, and some people are like looking at the wallpaper and they're all messed up. And there's like another part where like they're walking through, and one of the old vets, he's all like old and crazy and like long hair and everything, and he's like clawing at Troutman, at his tunic and stuff, and then they get downstairs and the doctor pulls out a tranquilizer gun, like, well, I might have to trank him kind of thing, and Troutman's just like, oh, come on, you know, put that away, like, nobody needs that. And then they get to the cell, and Rambo has the light unscrewed, and they're like, the guy's like, he thinks he's the fucking Prince of Darkness in there, you know. So then we get to meet Rambo, and he's all shaggy and long hair and like pretty crazy, psychologically crazy, and you know, Troutman offers him the mission, and he's thinking about it, and he's all like, you know, and Troutman makes a couple of references, like, you know, it's like, we sent you to this place because it was like pretty much the nicest place we could send you for like the crimes that you commit and everything like that, and all you'd have to do is like eat pudding or Jello and watch TV, and you gotta turn it into Rambo's last stand. And then Rambo's all like, you know, it wasn't my war, kind of thing. And then we get the what do you call that? You know, Troutman finds a shoebox with all his stuff in it, all his medals, and so Rambo accepts the mission and burns like all the shoebox stuff in a little, I think it's either the toilet or the like a little sewer kind of hole in the ground, and Sally like burns everything and burns up his past life. And then they you know, things get set on to go, you know, meet. At that point, it's Kirk Hill. Murdoch's name is Kirk Hill. To go meet him and talk about the mission, and you know, after that, Rambo flags down a cab to go to some rendezvous point, or it might even be before that. I'm not sure. And then John Travolta jumps in the taxi cab, and he's with an Asian hooker, and he's pretty much like almost fingering that hooker in the script. He comes off very sleazy and very not too serious, you know. And then Rambo ditches them and gets lost. There's also surveillance people following them, so Rambo doesn't know if, you know, they're good guys or bad guys or whatever. And he disappears and just meets them at the rendezvous, you know. We get that classic Rambo suit-up scene, and Rambo does that thing where, damn, like Lifer, I think the guy's name is Lifer, like one of the pilots, not Erickson, the other guy who's with him, and they're like talking around fuel silage, and there's like fuel on the ground, jet fuel, and Rambo takes one of the guy's cigarettes and tosses it in the jet fuel to psych them out, but it doesn't like catch fire. It just goes out, you know. But so Rambo comes off a little bit crazy, you know. And the part I get kind of fogged up about is they get to Vietnam and then they meet up with Ko, and there's a lot of like words exchanged, you know, like she's like, "Oh, you're very dinky dow," which is supposed to mean like great warrior and stuff like that. And John Travolta kind of uses that, you know, here and there. Stuff with like the Transat, how they have to bury the Transat, and like different, you know, it's a buddy movie. Eventually, eventually, you know, gets captured. They have that whole scene on the sampan on the boat where they have to bury Rambo under all the debris, like all the old TVs and stuff. And yeah, so he gets, you know, Travolta ends up, I think he gets shot or he gets stabbed, but he's like, he gets captured too. So during the whole torture scene, and then, you know, like Travolta's talking to the POW guy, and he keeps on referencing back to the POW guy who's like a troublemaker in there. He like throws snakes into the soldiers' cabinets and stuff whenever he can to cause a heck over there. And he does it again later on too. He like throws a snake into their near one of the bad guys. And there's that awesome joke about, you know, like every time Travolta fucks up, Rambo's like, "That's one." And then later on he's like, "That's two." And then the POW guy's talking to him when the snake thing is going on, and he's like, "Why don't you do this?" Or it's one of the bad guys maybe who is just like, why, you know? And then Travolta's like, "No, because that would be number 3." Like that would be, I'd get my ass kicked if I did that. So, and the Star Wars joke too. Travolta has that Star Wars joke.
Yes, I love I think that's my favorite scene. Hey, I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
That's my favorite scene in the script. I think that was, I really enjoyed. I think that's one of the reasons why I enjoyed it more, because of that scene. Because I like the fact that it added more humor.
Yeah.
Because you don't expect a lot of humor in a Rambo movie, so I thought that was a good touch. You only see it in Rambo 3.
Mm-hmm. With humor from Rambo 3?
No, I'm saying the only time you expect that type of humor in a Rambo movie was in Rambo 3. I was saying.
Oh yeah. Like, I'm no tourist, and I fired a couple of shots, and yeah, definitely. Yeah, it has some good moments.
It does.
And also too, when you're reading it, you can't help but imagine John Travolta's voice in your head, you know. So it's kind of funny, you know.
It is.
What we're gonna do is, in this video, we're gonna put the actual script in the video. So